This video is about leading and managing global teams that we as HR business partners, business leaders, and business managers may be partnering, managing, and leading from time to time, subject to the organizations we work for. I will take you through 5 strategic elements that I think are really important to be discussed and agreed with our leadership teams and organizations that hire, lead, and manage people globally. Let's start with global talent pools. A really unique feature about remote work is the ability to hire anyone from around the planet, so long as they have a working internet connection. If you can't find the engineer locally at the price you can afford in the UK and USA, why not then expand your network out to Asia, Europe, and South America? Having this access and opportunity to explore international talent pools is a great part of strategic workforce planning. It's an opportunity that can really take your organization to another level. It can give you all those flexibility and solutions you're looking for, but you can't find always locally in your local countries that you operate in. It can definitely take your organization's effectiveness, efficiency, and productivity to another level. Therefore, if you look at this option alone, I would be looking to discuss and agree with my leadership team as to how we go about setting up global talent pools. What do we need to put in place? What are the risks? How it needs to be led and managed to ensure it is a successful resourcing option. The next strategic objective is considering hiring methods. Subject to business models we work in and our organizational strategic objectives, there are a number of options that could be proposed to our leadership team to consider. Number 1 is we could hire employees within our local country and enable local remote work. Second option is we could hire employees outside of our country by opening a legal entity in a chosen country or countries. This is a great option if your organizations are planning to hire many employees in a single location. A third option is to hire employees outside of our local countries. This is a great option if our organizations, regardless of the size, do not wish to set up a legal entity in other countries. This can be done through an option called employer of record, meaning a third party becomes the legal employer of the employee on your behalf while you remain the managing employer. This is a great option if you plan to employ people from a variety of regions. And the fourth option is hire contractors and freelancers, which is great for project work and short-term work. If you are working for organizations that are really keen to tap into international and global talent pools, but not really sure how to go about hiring someone remotely who works in a different country, because there is lots of administration, lots of legal aspects, and lots of compliance that needs to be thought about and could look like a headache, I would like to make you aware of a company called LANO. LANO specializes in this field. It can offer a number of resourcing options to your organizations and leadership teams to think about. It can really look after all administration, legal side of things, and compliance side of things without you having to worry about it and without you having to set up a legal entity in other countries in order to hire local employees. LANO allows leaders to streamline their global payroll process and hire remote employees in 150 plus countries without worrying about compliance. Just to mention that this video is not sponsored by LANO. In fact, I have an affiliate link which you can find in the description box below. If you decide to explore LANO a bit more, you can use this affiliate link to sign up and see a demo. If you decide to sign up for their services, you will get relevant discounts as a result of the affiliate link. Now we have hired our global employees, it is quite important to think about induction, onboarding, framework as to how we're going to work together, especially if there are a number of countries involved and time zones as well. As a leader or a manager of remote and global teams, always think about time zones of our employees. Think about those possible core hours, business hours when employees can meet online, but be careful with meetings and expectations you have. What are the flexible working arrangements? What remote communications tools will they be using for different purposes? How they will be managed? Would they have a manager 1 or a manager 2? Always think about that, because sometimes it is possible to have a local manager and a global manager in a matrix structure. Provide clarity and set those team and individual objectives together. Consider having OKRs, objectives, key results. Also, think about and plan as to how you will have career development conversations with them, how you would invest in them, how you would develop and enable any promotions. All of these factors and many others will determine what kind of a team climate and team culture you are creating. In my opinion, this is best done together, collectively and collaboratively with all global employees to really understand as to how they need to work with each other. If you leave them to their own devices to come up with working arrangements and working hours, then I personally think that's not going to help you have those productive and efficient teams. It is best if this is defined together, objectives set together, so there is no confusion and clarity is provided to everyone. I would like to briefly mention Chloe Shi. Chloe was a product manager who worked at TikTok. She published a video as to why she decided to resign from her role. Her video is really broken down into relevant sections such as career, culture, diversity and health. And when I watched her video, I really was able to use it as lessons learned. Lessons learned and how to draft good, strong people strategies that really have that good positive impact on all employees. Now, TikTok is a large global organization that clearly has lots of interesting management structures in place and operates in various time zones. So if you really look at that example, it is quite important that strategies are clearly defined, framework developed in terms of career development, opportunities, management of our global employees as well. All of that really needs to be discussed and agreed with our leadership and management team to avoid confusion and provide clarity to all of our employees. Measure employee engagement on a regular basis and act on it as a fourth strategic objective. There are a number of studies and articles that really demonstrate high employee engagement leads to better productivity rates, improved performance, lower employee turnover, higher service quality, more revenue, and ultimately enhances company success. Here are some strategies that will help you build an engaged remote team. Provide learning tools, host lunch and learn sessions, give learning budgets. Show recognition and appreciation. Think about sending those digital thank you cards on a regular basis. Think about how you celebrate success and how you invite employees to celebrate certain successes. Organize team building activities virtually and in person if possible. Set up your regular pulse surveys as opposed to once a year annual engagement survey. And the final strategic objective is build the culture of accountability and trust. Leading and managing remote and global teams requires some serious rethinking and adapting. Getting your employees to trust you means making team members feel included, valued and respected on a continuous basis, as well as offering the support and guidance they need in order to thrive in their new workplace. Setting clear objectives and boundaries is also an effective way to establish trust. Make sure your employees know exactly what's expected of them, how they can contribute, clearly communicate key objectives and deadlines. Once expectations are fully agreed and established, it's important to give our employees the freedom to establish their own plan of execution. That's it for this video. Let me know if you have any questions. If you have liked this video, there are many other similar ones on my channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.